So we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop top, smoking no cooking the hot pot, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Got me a river to do with the shit. Bad and boozy, cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got better than 100 round too. My bitch is bad and boozy, cooking up dope with a boozy. My niggas is sad, move. We got better than 100 round too.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network. This is your afternoon BETSPRESSO. That is Colby Marcio. That is Vsauce. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys with us on this beautiful Monday to get the vibes rocking and rolling. We got his girlfriend's birthday was yesterday. We've got the soon-to-be birthday boy tomorrow. And then we had Mr. Shacklebet's birthday on Sunday. It is just a celebratory time right now in the Betting News Network family right now. So excited to have all you guys with us to celebrate. Boys, how we living? How's it going?
It's a bad week to be some waxed, A lot of candles being burned.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Good. It's a good time of the year. It's festive as fuck. It's everybody's birthday, and we got a lot of money to donate to the Toys for Tots, too. So it's been a good start to the week and the month, I should say.
Yeah, man. Vibes are high all around. We're getting the giving spirit for, Shaggy's birthday yesterday. Mr. Marcio will have his celebratory time tomorrow. You get to go on your show tomorrow, too, on your birthday. How do you feel about that?
Old.
Yeah, fair enough. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. I actually texted Shags today talking to him about some stuff, and I said, hey, man, how was your birthday? He was like, oh, it was absolutely spectacularly boring. It was awesome. And I was like, the older you get, the more you realize that like a big birthday party is awesome, but there's nothing better than on your birthday sitting in like sweatpants and watching sports and doing fucking nothing. It's spectacular.
Can we agree saying it's just another day is such a guy thing? It's such a major guy thing. Like it is just another day now that I'm almost pushing 30. But you say that to any woman or your significant other and you're the Grinch.
Facts. I get the sentiment of it being just another day, but I love my birthday. Like my birthday, but I'm not the type of person that wants to like post all about it all over everywhere and like get celebrated like that. But it is fun. It's like it's your day, man. Like you came out of your mom. Woohoo! Good job. Happy anniversary.
People that tweet out my profile looks really weird today, and it's the balloons because it's their birthday.
Oh my god, yeah.
I respect those people. I'll never do it, but I respect those people.
Yeah, gotta respect them. Chat, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us today to get your vibes rocking and rolling. Brought to you by our new sponsors today. Don't worry about online comeback. Well, they'll be back soon. But we got sportsbetting.ag sponsoring us today. Go get involved with sportsbetting.ag. Get a $1,000 deposit bonus with the QR code in the top corner of the screen. If you have not checked out sportsbetting.ag, go check it out. Go get a sign-up bonus. Go bet on yet another place to find the best lines in the business. Yep, I know, Landon. Don't worry. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Landon's like, I got to do another sign-up?
I got to get another one, man. Oh, it's all right. They'll be back, brother. It's all right. We're just flipping and flopping.
They're still here.
We're diversifying.
Still on BetOnline.
We're diversifying our portfolio. It's all good. Couple updates for you guys. We got a fun show for you guys today. Shit slate today. I'm excited to talk Monday Night Football with you guys. Colby has opposite feelings, but we will talk about Monday Night Football between the Bengals and the Cowboys. There is one singular NBA game, which V and I will kind of touch on. College basketball slate.
I feel bad for you guys. You got to watch a crap Monday night game, and you only have one NBA game to lay back on. You sorry sons of
Sorry. Hey, man, but you have apparently the bunsiest of bunsy college basketball slates as well. So
Lean Hofstra Baylor, I don't know. It feels like they could blow out whoever they're playing. Something Christian. Abilene Christian. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
It opened at 20.5. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from this. It shot up to 24. It'll probably be 25 before the game starts. There's no reason to bet any of these.
Mm-hmm. It's a funky slate. Even when Shag says that to me, I know that it's a funky slate because that man will find diamonds in the grossest of roughs. But he wasn't having it today. Just to let you guys know, update you guys on the season of giving that we're doing. We posted this on the timeline before we kind of dive in and talk about the slate today. We've been fucking murdering it so far. We've been killing it to start 9 days into December, and we already are donating $774.74. And that is the actual number, which is really wild. I don't understand how the math played out. But that's how much we've donated. We are donating so far to Toys for Tots, only 9 days into December. We have been doing it by 25% of all the parlays that 25% of the parlays we've been cooking on the shows. If they hit, we put it into the pot. We've hit some. We've also had some of our friends from the channel hit some outside of the channel, and they've donated a portion of those funds. We've also had some of our community members, you guys in the chat, reach out to us and say, hey, I hit a fat parlay. Here's a portion of mine as well. So let's keep the good vibes rolling. We've got a lot more days left of December. I was worried we weren't going to touch 10K. I was my 10K was like my woohoo, that would be awesome. Now, I mean, I feel like that we can sky high it. I don't know, man. Maybe 2K. We'll see. But it's been an electric time. We appreciate all you guys. And I'm hitting a parlay and knowing that you're going to donate some of it, it just makes it hit even better. So
it's good juju.
It really
good
does.
juju.
It's great. I want to also say we did not do that because we wanted to hit more parlays. It was purely because we wanted to just give money back. But it's good juju. It helps.
It doesn't work if you.
What you're also saying is good juju. So people, they can't win. They can't win.
It's just good juju all around. That's all.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's just kids with toys, man. It's great. Toys.
Yeah. So all you got to do, Landon. So there's not Toys for Tots doesn't have like a fund that you can set up like a GoFundMe where you can go and donate to it specifically. So just DM us. You can either DM me or you can DM at Your Betting News. I will make sure that your donation is taken, and then at the end of the month, you will see the grand total, and then you will see your involvement as well. We'll make sure to tag everybody that donated. So we've already had a couple community members donate. If you want to do the same, no obligation, obviously. You don't have to. We've had a couple people say they wanted to donate anonymously as well. So it's up to you exactly how you guys want to do it.
And then V had a DM today, right? V, you want to talk about that?
I did.
Yeah.
I was supposed to send out a mug for a giveaway winner that happened a few weeks ago. She just got back to me in the DMs. I guess maybe she was off Twitter for a little bit. But instead of getting the mug that she's like, can we just pay it forward to the Toys for Tots and send that same amount? So I'm just going to double that, send it to SPJ, and add to this growing fund that we've got going for the Tots.
That's awesome.
But community, and that was a really nice thing of her to do. And instead of the mug, she's just like, don't worry about that. Just give it to the kids.
That's awesome. Another W community member messaged me yesterday, hit a fat touchdown lay. He wanted to stay anonymous, but he said he wanted to donate $25 to the fund, and then $25 is going to be given away on the channel to one of you guys this week. He literally wanted to donate $25 to a Betting News community member. So later this week, one of you guys is going to enter to win $25 from one of our W followers. So season of giving, man. It's always good to give back. We talk a lot of bets. We talk about having some fun and putting money on some stuff, but it's always a reminder to it's good to give back to. So. Gerald. That was a good one.
I'll add Gerald's cozy fun to it too. We'll send it all.
Koozie? You mean koozie?
Shit, yeah, I didn't say cozy.
Cozy.
A cozy koozie.
Gerald's there right now.
I don't know why I said cozy. That was just a mistake.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, that's enough housekeeping. Let's get to today. Let's talk about the weekend. Fun stuff happened this weekend. Lots of college football news happened. Timothée Chalamet is not only a fantastic actor and is dating Kendall Jenner, but apparently knows ball. Crazy day in the NFL yesterday. But let's kick it off and talk about the baseball news that happened pretty late last night. Yankee fans, close your ears. Juan Soto made his decision to stay in New York. However, he went across town. Juan Soto signed with the New York Mets for a 15-year, I changed the numbers, $775 million contract, the most
65.
expensive, Sorry, 765. Thank you.
You're thinking of
700
the Toys for Tots still.
I know. I'm thinking of that 774 stuck in my head.
774.
774. Yeah. 765, right? I was going to make a graphic
15 years.
for it,
Yeah.
I ran out of time today. He is the highest paid. He is the highest paid athlete in the world right now in the history of any sport, passing Shohei Ohtani's contract. Colby, I'll let you kick us off, man. What were your takes on this? How do you feel about it as a Yankee fan and as a baseball fan?
Initial reaction was no. And then it was just like, all right, well, what's the team going to do now? Hal Steinbrenner, soft. His father is probably rolling over in his grave right now. They're supposed to be the evil empire, and I feel like they were never in it. I don't know. I wasn't in these meetings, but Steve Cohen was definitely not going to say no to any number Soto wanted. If he wanted more, he was going to give it to. He has an unlimited bankroll. I'll give Cohen credit, even though he hasn't won anything yet. He's probably on the brink of winning. He's doing what every owner should be doing in sports. Just open up that wallet and spend to get more. You're going to get more if you spend. It's just how it works. You win, people care. You don't win, nobody cares. White Sox, Chicago Bulls, the Bears, take notes. I really wish the Yankees lost to the Guardians or the Royals, because then this would be such an easier process. Now they're bringing back Boone. They're going to have Jason Dominguez be the replacement for Soto. I don't know what to expect. They're not going to be good. I don't think they're going to be good as good as they were this year, because they lost a guy that is guaranteeing them 10 wins. So guarantee the Mets 10 extra wins. I don't know what they're going to do with Pete Alonso. He's a free agent. I don't think they're going to re-sign him. As terms for the MLB, I wrote about the odds of the World Series. I don't like the Mets odds. Like, don't even think about putting plus 650. I mean, you can. I think the Orioles are a decent team to lay some coin on. They're definitely going to lose Corbin Burns, but they just got Tyler O'Neill. They got Gary Sanchez, which really doesn't move the needle. But that lineup is just filth. Landon's in the chat. He knows how good Tyler O'Neill is. He had 30 bombs with the Red Sox this past season. It's just a deadly lineup to be. I think it's like 14-1 for them to win it. But there's really no reason to bet any future right now when the offseason is still going on. Still teams are making signings and possible trades, whatever. Just wait. But it'll be interesting. If they choke with Soto, it would be hilarious.
But why would the Orioles not bring back Burns?
I saw that I don't think they're in the running to get him.
Like,
but
he just doesn't want to be there anymore?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
I was shocked too. I didn't know he was a free agent after 1 year.
I miss Gunnar Henderson home run bets too, and I also miss him forgetting how to bat for like 6 weeks. That was crazy as well.
Yeah.
To answer Gerald's question, this is like when Hulk Hogan was accomplished and he's
this is like Hulk Hogan being Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and then he went to WCW. You know what I mean? Like, he already done what he wanted to do in the WWE, and then he went to the crosstown rival, WCW.
I think it's crazy just to talk on what you mentioned as well, because I was listening to Jeff Passan. Is it Jeff Passan? Passan?
I always thought it was Passan, but it's Passan.
Oh, okay. Jeff Passan. I always thought it was Passan. Okay, Jeff
I
Passan.
I always thought, and then he was a guest speaker in my class at DePaul, and they said Passan, and I was like, where the hell did this come from?
Okay, it's Passan. Landon says Passan too. Passan. All right. We're not going to pass on that. Anyway, Scott Van Pelt was talking to Jeff Passan yesterday.
Passan, though?
Yeah, that hits a little better, but whatever.
That hits the ballot.
Yeah. I just think that it's crazy that to see the rise, like you just mentioned, of how well the Mets are doing in the eyes of athletes. And this is the bigger, broader conversation about like the business side of sports and like how you invest in you got to spend money to make money, which is what you just said about. And that's true in every part of life, but in sports, especially what we're seeing right now is, a lot of these teams are spending what seems like monopoly money, but that matters to these players and the markets. Like, they're going, okay, well, this team is willing to invest in the future of the franchise, regardless of how it plays out, because not every team can win a championship every single season. But if you're looking for a team that is willing to spend that money, that matters in these decisions. Because, I mean, what was he going to make? Like, $5 million less signing with the Yankees?
Yeah.
10 million.
And then if you could say,
You've got
well, what
that
if the
opt-out
Yankees?
too,
You
right?
could say, well, what if the Yankees gave 10 more million and they were up 5?
Mhm.
Cohen would have doubled it.
Yeah.
He would have been like, okay, 780.
Yep. Scared money don't make money, like Gerald just
Yep.
said. All the cliches.
Evil Empire, bye-bye. No more nickname for you. You're now the little brother.
So we got a lot of time, obviously, later throughout the rest of the next 6 months to talk about how this is going to play out and how it ends up playing out on the field. But Ohtani's different, right? Because he will eventually pitch again, and he's a generational type player. I think Soto is really good, but it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out of whether or not he ends up being worth this contract. There's only going to be so much time that will tell, but
it feels the same way contract-wise, not like move-wise, of when Bryce Harper went to the Phillies and he had no opt-outs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone's like, is it really worth it for him at least? It'll be interesting.
Do you think he was worth this money?
I think he's worth every penny. He's 26. He has done more than a lot of guys in the league have ever done. He's worth 100 walks this season. He's worth at least, I think his WAR is 7.8. So just hypothetical, say like Chicago Cubs, for instance, if they were to go after him, which they should have been, they have the money, they have all the world, they got Disneyland in the north side. If he was on the Chicago Cubs this season, they would have had 93 wins, and they would have been number 1 in the North. Just let that sink in. They had like 83 wins, I think. With him, probably 93.
Damn. Yeah. Just good point from Jay's fan for life as well, which is really good to mention because this is only gonna. This is moving the bar, but the bar is about to get moved again and again and again and again. This contract's gonna seem like a steal in probably 2 seasons.
Let me ask you guys something. What are your guys' thoughts on the people that say nobody should ever be paid this?
Oh, I hate that argument. That's such a bullshit argument.
It doesn't. I think it's creepy that we know the number because he's a person, but I don't have a take. It does not bother me. They're playing something that not even a 1% of people play that are capable of playing.
Forget about that. We know how much money the teams are gonna make. So if you're not paying that much, where the fuck is the money going then, right? Just give it back to the actual evil empires, as in these corporations and these owners. Why would we do that, right? That's the thing with this stuff. If you want to make that argument, it's about I hear people make it in different industries all the time. These people get paid this much, teachers get paid this much. It's about how many people are you bringing in, how much business can you do.
I don't like when people say teachers, sure, we all think teachers should
be paid more. That's a government issue, though.
That's a societal problem.
I'm not saying screw the teachers. Shohei needs more money.
No, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's this is a corporation, a private corporation that is making billions and billions of dollars on the backs of these players. If Steve Cohen is giving Juan Soto $765 million, potentially $805 million. What the fuck is he making off of Juan Soto is the question we should be asking.
What is Steve Cohen worth?
Have you seen the numbers on Ohtani and that deal and what it looks like after, as the season was going on in terms of jersey sales, in terms of everything else, and being in New York, a very heavy Latin population there can rally around this guy. It's gonna start up. It's gonna be fun, and he's worth every fucking penny, like Kobe said.
And this is also
Steve Cohen's worth $16 billion.
I was about to say there got to be a B in there.
Oh, he's got a team. He's a Bill.
He's got a B. Yeah. This is also about athletes. Not at this particular point in time, the world we live in. Athletes are no longer just athletes. They represent They are, first of all, they're super famous. They become brand ambassadors. Look at what Ohtani did last season. The World Series was watched more globally than it's ever been watched in the history of the World Series. And it was watched a shit ton in Japan. And I can guarantee you that about half those people, probably maybe 3/4 of those people, would probably not even watch the World Series had Ohtani not been there. Soto is he Dominican? Is he?
Dominican.
Yeah.
He's Dominican, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, we got a lot more time over the next 6 months to talk about this. It was a massive move. We waited for it for a couple weeks.
Did you guys see the stat where it was when Robert Kraft bought the Patriots, how much he paid?
No. Oh yeah, like 100,
Not even
112 million
170
or
million or
70.
something
Yeah.
like that. Get the
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
out of here.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here, man.
Fucking wild, man. Anyway, the big news yesterday, obviously. I just want to throw out that we all kind of joked about this, and it's been kind of joked about on the timeline. How fucking dope was it to watch Timothy fucking Chalamet sit with College Game Day and just be on point with his shit and show up and know the assignment? Like, I thought it was awesome. Maybe Colby does not feel the same way based upon his face, but what is your opinion of Mr. Chalamet showing up and knowing his shit?
It's the before all of that. Sure, all of that was cool. It was awesome. What the hell is he doing up there? I can't. Game Day has fallen off the biggest cliff ever. It's horrible. I can't watch it. I only watched it this past weekend because it led into a game I was going to watch.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, I'll stay on this for 20 minutes or whatever. It's not the same. If you grew up watching it, you know it's not the same. It will never be the same because Lee Corso's sadly not the Lee Corso that we grew up on. And he's very old. He's very old. It's just like Dick Vitale. They're the same. It's just that the feel's not there. It was cool to see him go up there and talk and actually know what he was talking about. Usually the guest speakers suck. It's always, oh my God, who do they always have? It's always like some WWE. It's always The Rock. Like, can we please?
God,
if I have to see The Rock or Kevin Hart in anything ever again, I will not watch your program. Shelly, Snoop Dogg, get the hell out of my face. I don't understand why everyone sucks off Snoop Dogg. He hasn't done anything since he changed his name to Snoop Lion, and now he's Snoop D-O double G. You're cool, dude. You were in the Chronic. You came out with gin and juice before I was born. You're not cool. We get it. You smoke fucking weed. You got me to cuss. Cool.
Oh, I hope Daisy's not watching.
Oh, you got me to cuss. Cool. You smoke weed. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did you guys know Cooper Flagg is 17 and Snoop Dogg smokes weed? Because I didn't. I didn't know that. Did you know he's from Maine?
Whoa. Newsflash.
Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
But wait. Since we're talking about college
Kevin
football,
Hart.
college football, enough of how trash game day has been. Kobe, do you have any comments on Alabama, one, not making the playoff, and two, about the way the brackets have kind of shaken out and how stacked one side of the bracket's looking at, and then we've got Georgia on the other side?
So I saw both arguments with SMU getting in and Alabama getting in and one not and the other one getting in. I bet Alabama to get in because it was like 480, and we all know there's SEC bias. I do think Alabama should have got in. I get everyone's argument. I'll be in the gray. I won't be black and white with this. I love a new face. So I like seeing SMU in there. I think it's hilarious that Clemson beat them and SMU is ranked higher in the bracket. That's hilarious to me. I don't know how that formed out. I really didn't look into it. That's funny to me. But a new face is a new face. You always want to see new faces. We've seen Alabama for the last 20 years. We can see SMU, who we haven't seen since the Pony Express and Eric Dickerson.
Not gonna lie, seeing the teams make it, because I haven't been keeping up with college football outside of like wagers that I placed tailing you guys at all this season. So seeing like teams like SMU in there, Arizona State in there, I was very surprised it wasn't just the kind of usual suspects. So we'll be watching these playoff games, that's for sure.
Ooh, that thing's huge.
I know. I tried.
I'll lean over.
I'll just put it in front of us. There's the 2025 college football playoff bracket, that we were just talking about, as you can see. SMU sneaking in.
It's just such a weird bracket to me. Like I don't understand like the AP poll and having the top 25 when Boise was 10th, now they're 3rd. I don't understand. Arizona was, I don't remember, but now they're 4th. It's weird.
It also feels like Oregon has like as the 1 seed, has one of the
Oregon's got a terrible spot.
Oregon's
got a terrible spot.
Like this is why the whole like system and the committee doesn't make sense to me still, the way that college football is done and everything like that. But
I saw you
They got a
retweet
terrible
that image of them watching the games with not
Yeah,
a
can we
beer
say
in
that?
sight,
Oh,
not a
Shaggy
wing.
set up?
God,
Shaggy set up over their setup 100 times out of 100.
It looked
dude.
like white
No
bread.
one would. Nobody
Wonder
had a
bread.
beverage except for that one dude that had sparkling water.
Yeah, what are
Like,
we doing?
They
Why is
probably
there no
all
room
fell
for this?
asleep.
Like, why are the TVs not on the wall? Why are they? You know what I mean? Like it was like a sport, like sports books, like
Nothing.
Like that.
It
But
was It was
no
lifeless.
wagering window.
They had one banner and it said selection section or whatever, right? It was
like they all
something
brought
like
a TV from home so they could set up all the games together like we did back in college. You know what I mean? Everybody bring your TV to the frat house and then we'll watch the games all at the same time.
that was all the frat parents that have never watched football in their life.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Oh my God. It was just creepy.
We're going to be bringing the vibe check back pretty soon, regular Hooper. We've got a lot of content going on right now where it's busy time. But when we get back to the point where, we'll get it back in the mix, and then we'll have a podcast to listen to.
We have up right now.
Yeah, there's about
1 episodes, and they weren't like pertaining to.
There were a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
There were a lot of that.
You get to know all of us on the podcast.
You found out about Betsky's past, which, trust me, chat, you're going to want to listen to a couple of those episodes.
He is a walking storyteller.
Oh, dude.
You mentioned like socks, and he's like, back in 2003, I lost a pair of socks, and then I somehow got them back 3 years later.
And this is how it happened.
But like he went on a journey and like found him in Nebraska when he's from wherever.
I don't know if it was the last podcast, but the second last podcast episode where Betsky talks about the Stingrays. That was a great story. Betsky and the Stingrays, and I'm not going to say anything else. You got to watch the podcast for that one.
Yeah, go listen to it or check it out on YouTube. All right, we bantered.
Tell the Twin Towers story one more time.
Oh no, man.
We did it at the same time.
Yeah. Oh my God, let's go.
Oh.
All right, this is a betting show. I guess we'll talk about some bets. That was the weekend. I'm sure a lot of other stuff happened this weekend. We didn't really talk about NFL. Shaggy will be back tomorrow. You guys can talk about the doink that was heard across the world of the Chiefs winning their 9th straight AFC West championship and so much more yesterday. But let's get to today. We will talk about Monday Night Football in just a few minutes. Let's talk about basketball first, though. Colby, you want to kick us off and talk about a couple college things before V and I talk about the Raptors and the Knicks?
Take the Raptors. Go ahead. You guys can have your moment. Mine. I already said my leans. Baylor and Hofstra. The line keeps going up on Hofstra. I know everyone's on Norfolk. If you got the money line, I think that's the best spot for you. But if you're getting the plus or the -4, I think you missed your opportunity. So it is what it is. I mean, Hofstra is coming off a good win, but they're a very sneaky good team. I haven't really dove into Norfolk, so could be wrong. I know everyone's on Norfolk, so do with that as you will. I'm going to be on nothing in college basketball today. It'll be all
Shaggy,
tomorrow.
You and Shaggy both. The first thing that got from both of you this morning was I ain't betting anything today. And I was like,
six games, and none of them really worth turning the TV on for.
Yeah, fair enough. And for you to say that means a lot. All right, we'll talk about the one NBA game, which surprisingly there's only one NBA game, but the NBA Cup is back tomorrow with the quarterfinal knockout round, so that's probably why the scheduling committee did something along those lines.
The schedule for the next few days is kind of just like it's like playoffs, you know what I mean? Which is fantastic because the atmosphere will be great, but these small slates in the middle of December, man.
It's whack. Hey, at least we got one, though. And V, interestingly enough, I think this is going to be a pretty good game. North of the border in Toronto, the Toronto Raptors taking on the New York Knicks. 7.5-point dogs are the Raptors at home. The Knicks 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 231.5. Raptors playing a little bit better basketball over the last 10 days with the return of Scotty Barnes. The Knicks been rolling to start the season, 14-9. Had a couple kind of hiccups over the last 10 days, but been really, really good with the addition of Karl Anthony Towns. I got a couple plays in this game. But just as an overall V, what are you kind of looking at? Are you surprised by this spread? Are you surprised by this total? What do you think?
No, honestly, it makes sense. The Raptors have been kind of bad the last two games. We saw them get blown out by OKC, and then once again, they didn't get blown out by Dallas. They kind of fought their way back into that one. But we saw RJ Barrett really kind of struggle. And I could just be in my own head and creating narratives where they don't exist, which I probably do a lot. But just feel like the game that RJ's had circled on his calendar for a little while. OG's making his return. He's playing at home in Toronto. The rest of his teammates are coming back. His former teammates, I guess RJ's not there anymore, coming now to Toronto to play. And this would be a game where it kind of makes sense. Over the last 2 games, he's really struggled from the field. He went 8 of 16 in the last one, 50%, but he only had 18 points. He wasn't really aggressive getting to the free throw line, doing anything like that. And then the game against OKC, we really kind of saw him get shut down, shoot 31% from the field. And again, in a blowout game, he still took 16 shots. I do think that his points are going to be something that is a solid play. I think he's going to come out aggressive. I love the PRA if you want to go with that angle too, with the way he's been doing. But with Scotty back in the lineup, he is doing a lot to now run the point position once again. He is attacking the glass in the exact same way that we expect. But RJ has been great this year. I think the over 22.5 from plus money at plus 100 is a solid play today, and I will be on that.
Oh yeah, I like his points a lot too. I've seen a lot of people sprinkling his triple-double because of the narrative of playing the former team. That he has played the Knicks as a member of the Raptors, so he has. This is not his first time playing this team, but it's always going to mean something.
That's the draft. He played there for so many years. This is second year with the Raptors now, right?
Yeah, second season,
first full, right?
Yeah. First full, yeah. Well, and the Knicks kind of gave up on him. They kind of were like, you know what, we're done with this level of this experiment. We're ready to move on and start a new chapter. He's playing the best
basketball of his career right now.
100%. You mentioned the guy that I'm going to bet on in this game. I'm going to take this again. We took it a part of our BETSPRESSO 4 that hit on Saturday, smacked with ease. Since Scotty Barnes has come back, he's been an absolute wagon. He's been running this offense for the Raptors as kind of a power point guard kind of player, kind of that hybrid point guard thing, and he's been doing it fantastically. When he is on the court, the Raptors are a substantially better team. So I took his over 16.5 rebounds and assists for minus 110. I missed the boat. It was 15.5 before I fell asleep last night. I'm mad about it, but I don't think it matters. I think he flirts with a triple-double, as he has been doing. He has hit this line in 6 of his last 7 games. He's been flirting with triple-doubles in every single one of them, getting a triple-double 4 games ago. He almost had one last game. I know, because I had it, and it was very frustrating. But I think he should have plenty of opportunities in this game to grab some rebounds, facilitate to RJ, and the other guy that I'm going to bet on. Chad, it's Monday. It's Big Dick Monday. Grady Dick, over 15.5 points. Big pause. If you guys haven't been paying attention, Grady Dick, I know Colby knows all about the wonders of Grady Dick, but Grady Dick has been awesome this season for the Toronto Raptors. He had a little bit of an injury, kind of missed some time. Scotty Barnes came back. Grady Dick also then returned. And since he's returned, he's been fantastic. He just scored 27 points against the Mavericks the other night. And one of his best shooting games as well since the start of the season. And he's had some really good ones. And newsflash, against the New York Knicks, when they played last season, when he started playing substantial minutes for the Raptors, he had 27 points against them previously. He's had good success against this team. The Knicks have been getting beat from deep. They're 24th in the NBA right now, allowing a lot of threes from behind the arc. So I think the big old dick is going to drop it on the table today. 15
That's the name I love
points.
coming out of my mouth. Just Grady Dick.
Oh my God! These guys say the craziest stuff about this guy Kobe, and you've taken the cake.
I thought of that one. I was like, I gotta spew this out.
Ready. Sook comes. I swear, Sook's up on Thursday nights writing his dick jokes. That took the cake. That took the fucking cake.
It's a great name to have come out of your mouth.
And as Pikawawa said, she showed up at the right time.
She did.
To hear all of that. She came correct, literally. All the jokes. I feel bad for the guy, man, because I don't think he cares, but he's been hooping. We've talked about it a bunch, V, on Sauce Team. He's been playing great. I laddered it to 25. 25 plus is plus 500. This is a higher total, which I think that is kind of telling me that the Raptors at least hang around here and keep this game competitive, and it could turn into a little bit of a track meet. So I love the RJ angle, but I went with Big Dick.
This ain't Big Meat Pete.
This ain't Big Meat Pete. This is old Big Dick Grady.
This is grade this.
Grade this, baby.
This is crazy.
You like jazz?
You like jazz, Evan? You can hold that note all day, buddy. Oh, let's go. Any more thoughts on this game, V, besides RJ? Did you have anything else that you liked? Brunson's in a good spot. Could be a good spot for him. OG, obviously, like you mentioned. Anything else that picks out to you?
I can't decide on this Knicks team who it is, man, that I think is going to have a big game. That's the problem. It's always somebody different. Then you got Josh Hart scoring like 17, 18 points on a random night. But this Raptors defense has been terrible this year. 25th in points allowed. They're terrible at guarding their opponents as well. And we know that's why a lot of people I've seen today are loving Jalen Brunson props. Mikal Bridges could finally pop up out of that slump. But I think something in my gut is telling me Jakob Poeltl. I feel like he benefits the most from Scotty Barnes being back in the lineup, and I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but I do know that over the last few games with Barnes back in the lineup, he is averaging around 10 to 11 shots per game. He's seeing a much higher volume, and he's a guy that has been done a good job of finishing. I do think that in a game like this, where he's going to get Karl-Anthony Towns, a guy who traditionally likes to play power forward, not the center position, I do think that's a spot that Jakob's going to kind of come in and take advantage of, especially on the pick and roll that him and Scotty now have started to run pretty perfectly.
You know who also likes finishing?
I just thought of a good line.
Grady Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What a finish at the rim by Dick!
Oh, my God.
What?
Holy.
He finished from downtown.
It shut off the ring light.
I like this V. Jakob Poeltl, his points line is 14.5. He's hit that in 4 straight games. The Knicks have been better defensively, but they still have a propensity to get beat deep, which I think this Raptors team can spread them out a little bit, which should open up some holes down low for for Poeltl. So we'll find out.
Freudian slip there, huh?
All right now. All right. One game in the NBA tonight. Should be a good one. Hope you guys enjoy it. There's some fun stuff out there in this. I do like Jalen Brunson, like you mentioned as well. His assist was something that was looking at me in the eye, but I decided to not take it. But I think that he could have a good game scoring too.
That's I.
And I will say this too,
There's so many right now.
There's just layups, man.
There's just so many.
Just jellying right there.
I kind of like the Raps today, man. I think that this is going to be a game where there's a little bit more on everybody's mind. Quickly isn't playing in this one, but Quickly is a big voice on that bench. He's very, very
also a former Knick.
Stuff. Exactly. So this kind of stuff, everybody's aware that the Knicks are coming to town. Everyone's aware that this is the only game on tonight. All eyes are. I know that there's a primetime football game, but all eyes are on these guys in the NBA, and it could be a fun one in Toronto.
Yeah. So pick and choose. There could be some fun. Yep, exactly, Kev. All eyes on Dick.
Might never leave that look. So,
I'll find
question for you guys: there's a lot of memes in the NBA. Is Scotty Barnes your favorite meme?
I think my favorite meme is him and Bruce Brown in there when they aren't playing and their outfits on the bench. And the going meme is, "This is your uncle from Mississauga," and they name just different places that are close to Toronto. And it just rings true if you know and you're from Canada. Mm-hmm. It's like these are the uncles that come to watch you play on during your Saturday 9 a.m. basketball tournaments. And it's like, oh my God, that's just yes, it is.
Yeah. I'm still a fan of LeBron memes because there's so many good ones. And he's had a lot of them throughout the years. But
the Scotty coming out the tunnel,
elite. If he gets me a triple double tonight, I'll be a happy man.
You got to do the run out then.
Oh, I will. All right, I'll do that. If Scotty Barnes gets a triple-double tonight, I will do an imitation of the run-out.
Make sure you bet a thing on now.
I might bet on that now.
I did. Hey, come on, Mr. Marcio, ride it with me.
Oh.
You don't have to.
I might have to do it with you. I might have to do it with you.
All right. Oh, okay. All right now.
I'll do the run-out with you. Hold on, let's see what the best number I can get.
I think it's dropped to like plus 500. If you build it out some places, you might get better value. But all right, that's the one basketball game. Let's finish this off, talk about Monday Night Football. What was on paper to be a really good game at the beginning of the season when the scheduling committee made this game, it has turned into a little bit of a shit show by the fact that the Cowboys are very injured, looking like their season is pretty much toast. And the Bengals, regardless of Joe Burrow playing MVP football, cannot fucking win a game. This is desperation times for both of these teams, especially the Bengals. If they want any chance of making any type of playoff push, they have to win this game. In comes the boys to Jerry's World. Cincinnati Bengals rolling into Jerry's World. Cowboys 4.5-point dogs at home. And if you guys didn't know, which I'm sure all of you do know, if you don't want to watch just a normal game, if it gets a little rowdy and you don't really want to tune in for that, you can switch over and you can watch this game, the Simpsons version, which Vsauce is literally bricked up about it. As
That's
you can
so
see.
big.
Yeah.
I always forget he's a big Simpsons guy. I love
Huge
that.
Simpsons
guy.
Huge Simpsons guy.
Aurora Borealis.
Over under set at 49.5. V, kick us off. What are you thinking about this game, man?
Man, this game, like you said, on paper looks like fun. And I said this preseason, I said Joe Burrow would be playing MVP-like football. But the rest of his team, oh my God, are they playing the complete opposite? Both these teams looking like they're going to miss the playoffs. But I think I'm targeting Jake Ferguson in this one. His receptions line is something that has been calling to me since I started labbing these games on Friday. He's been out of the lineup the last few games, but if you look at it, he got hurt in that game right after Cooper Rush had to come in and take over for
Dak Prescott.
I think that was in the game right before Philly against Atlanta. Ferguson had 10 receptions in that game. He was he was the highest targeted guy on this team for the Cowboys. Next game, you go into Philadelphia, and that's exactly when he got hurt. Left the game early in that. No, was it? Yeah, in Philadelphia.
No, he got hurt in Houston.
He got hurt in Houston. Still led the team. He had 5 targets, 4 catches for just 24 yards. The problem with Cooper Rush is he's not a guy that's got a good deep ball or trying to make big plays. He's the guy that is constantly under pressure and doesn't really know how to make his second or third read. Enter a guy that is playing close to the line of scrimmage, a big body with a great set of hands. And that's exactly why over the last few weeks when Ferguson has been out of the lineup, Schoonmaker has seen 21 targets. He has caught, I believe, 17 of those targets. He has been Rush's favorite target. Now you're putting Jake Ferguson, an elite tight end, back in this offense, somebody we know that Mike McCarthy also loves to use in this offense. You can see it. You can see it with CeeDee Lamb's target share, too, over the last few weeks. He is a highly targeted guy, but multiple games, even in that same game against the Eagles. He had 10 catches for 21 yards. 6 catches for 21 yards on 10 targets. When have you ever heard of a CD game like that where he has 5 catches for under 30 yards? Because Cooper Rush can't make those deep plays. He needs his guy, and that's why I'm liking Ferguson's reception line. I believe it's at over 3.5 for plus 105. I don't know if it's still sitting there. It was a 4.5.
4.5 plus 100.
Yeah. Plus 100. I got a plus 110 yesterday. The values come down a little bit. I just do think he's going to see a lot of targets in this offense. And we know that the Bengals have been bad defensively this year in so many ways. And the way that they're going to be game planning for this one is it's CeeDee Lamb. He's the one that has been seeing the highest target share over the last few weeks. Jake Ferguson's coming back off of an injury. I think that this is a great spot for him to kind of come up and light it up on Monday night. And I do think that he can get into the end zone for, was it plus 250 I got it at? But he's the last touchdown scorer. I wrote about this one as well. Last one I've got for the week. Hopefully he comes through for us.
You kind of lobbed me a softball. Let's go ahead and just try to knock it out of the park. I'm not going to overthink this, and I said this almost exact same sell job when the Cowboys played on primetime on Monday Night Football against the Texans. It was either Monday night or Sunday night. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know, man. CeeDee Lamb is pretty much playing for nothing at this point, but he's still a superstar, and you know that he's looking forward to these opportunities to go out and play meaningful football against a team like the Bengals. So I took CeeDee. I took his over 66.5 receiving yards. You just said that he's the highest targeted receiver. They're going to make every effort possible to get him the football, whether it's a 2-yard out, whether it's a jet sweep. It doesn't matter. They're going to just get him the ball and let him figure stuff out as it goes throughout this game because they don't have another chance to win without it, regardless. Also, the Bengals secondary and the Bengals pass defense is really bad. Bottom 5 in the NFL in most statistical categories. In comes one of the best wide receivers in football. Even if it is Cooper Rush throwing him the ball, I feel like that he's going to have plenty of chances. Broken tackle, something like that. See you later to the house. Like CeeDee a lot in this spot. And then the other one, you kind of touched on this too. I love Joe in this game, man. He's been absolutely cooking the last month of the season. It's not led to Bengals wins, but that doesn't matter. He's had 300-plus passing yards in 3 straight games, I'm pretty sure. Let me just pull it up real fast. I know that the Cowboys' pass defense is pretty good. But it's Joe Burrow and it's the Bengals and it's T. Higgins and it's Jamar Chase and like I don't think it really fucking matters. He's been awesome. He's been playing MVP style football and just not winning. 300 passing yards, like I said, in 3 straight games. 309 against the Steelers. 356 against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. One of the best pass defenses in the entire NFL, and then torched the Ravens for 428. So I think Joe Burrow is going to come out and make a statement today. I couldn't pick which wide receiver I liked better. I think they both could have good games between him and between Chase and Higgins. So I just went with Joe at over 270 and a half. And I think that he could flirt with 300 or maybe higher again if this game stays competitive. So
I completely agree with you, SPJ. I do think that this is going to be one of those games. And reason being is the Cowboys have been putting up points. Over the last 2 weeks, they've had 27 points and 34 points. And outside that bad game against Houston and the one against Philly, 2 teams that have much better defenses, they performed pretty well. Sorry, they had 34 in a win against the Commanders and then 27 in a win against the Giants. I know a lot of those points were special teams points, but sometimes that's what happens when your team isn't performing at the best level. That's exactly what happens. But you also see Cooper Rush, who has now also had back-to-back decent games through the air. He's had 195 yards last week with 1 touchdown, no interceptions. But the 2 weeks before that, 247 and 354, right? He still has weapons. He's getting another one back in Jake Ferguson this week. It could be another game when we see the Bengals, who have constantly been in every single game that they play this year because of how Joe Burrow puts up points, but they have been giving up points at an insane rate. I think they're the last. They are literally ranked last in points per game allowed, yards per game allowed in most major categories. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cowboys put up some numbers. We talked about this yesterday. When you have nothing to lose, sometimes that's when a team is the scariest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a primetime spot, too, in Jerry's world. I mean, Colby, do you want to kind of touch on – I know you don't love this game so much, but do you want to touch on a couple of things?
Just I think it's the Bengals in this one, but the biggest problem is verbal meme. Their defense is that security guard is just like you said it, V, verbal meme. Like that's literally what they are. But there's a little narrative if you believe in this kind of stuff.
Oh, we love narratives around here, brother. You know that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but what's tomorrow?
December 10th. Is that Joe Burrow's birthday?
Joe Burrow and I have the same birthday. We were born the same day. If you want to talk about narratives, you might think he's gonna go all out. So I do like the yards tonight. I think honestly, well, I don't know what their team total is. I didn't look at it because I don't want to force anything. I think the Bengals team total is probably the play. I would assume it's 50 subtract 50 divided by 225. So it's probably like 28 points, I would assume.
You want to know something insane, brother? This is how I know that you and Shaggy are truly twins. That's what his bet was for this game when he wrote about it, was the Bengals team total. Mm-hmm.
I think I texted him that. I could double check. I believe I probably said that to him. But yeah, you don't have to worry about them covering. You don't have to worry about their stupid defense that is just doing whatever. I think I've written that their defense is a revolving door or a turnstile. Like it's whatever analogy you want to use. Defense, you might as well just put nobody out there in the field and have those 11 guys that should be out there watch because it's the same crap.
26.5 is the team total right now.
Over.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I
like that a bunch.
3 touchdowns and a couple field goals.
Mm-hmm. I like the actual game to go over too, but the Cowboys do have the propensity to just suck ass. So,
yeah.
You don't have to rely on them. But I think this game could go over. This is a really good snipe from Oracle. Joe Burrow's rushing yards. His touchdown prop is a really low odds. It's like plus 350, which is like pretty low for Joe Burrow to score a rushing touchdown. So maybe Joey B gets in the red zone and scrambles or does a little sneak. I was looking at it earlier. I'm gonna go back and take that because I really like that, and I like this play from Oracle. So if you guys like the sounds of that, so
I think they get 30.
Yeah. Oracle also hit a banger yesterday. That was absolutely surgical. He got fuck.
I miss talking to Oracle in the morning. It's lethal.
Caldera.
Grant Calcaterra.
Then you had the backup running back for
Kendre Miller.
The guy
Fucking talked about it yesterday.
We did, and then the third guy was.
Dude, I don't even remember the third guy. Some
Fuck.
rando. There were a
He's
bunch of
also-
rando touchdowns yesterday, and he
Yeah.
picked 3 of them that smacked. So good shit. Hey, we got a viewer from Australia, from the Down Under, Isaiah Davis. Thanks, Or.
Good on you, mate.
What up, brother? Thanks for tapping in. It's tomorrow. It's got to be tomorrow for you, right? Is it Tuesday morning? Hope you're enjoying your
It's
morning
Joe
coffee
Burrow's
or
birthday
tea.
for you.
And yours. Happy birthday to you in Australia.
How do you think narratives work when it is Joe Burrow's birthday in Australia? No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
How does that work?
Ooh. Ooh.
It's 10:21. Let's get it, baby. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I already like Joe Burrow. I like it even more now that you said that.
You want the
love that.
results?
Yeah, who wins? Can you tell us the exact score, please, from the future?
That's crazy.
That'd be sick. Could you imagine being in Australia at like noon, sitting with your lunch, watching Monday Night Football?
You have Monday afternoon and Thursday afternoon games and like Sunday.
No, that's your
afternoon
Friday and Tuesday.
games.
Exactly.
And then for the morning games, you have them all at night.
That'd be low-key. Like the Thursday night game, like right before you go get drinks on Friday night, would be pretty elite. Like that's your pregame activity.
Honestly, though, like a full Sunday night of games too would just be.
NBA at 10 a.m. is lit.
Let's go brunch and buckets.
That's so
Let's
dope.
get it. That's awesome.
No
good
work
stuff.
is getting done in Australia if you're a sports
If you're an American sports fan, you just all day every day. That's crazy.
Did you get those reports? Sorry, I was watching the Bears.
Yikes!
Do you
Can I
hate
see that? Yeah. All right. Well, that's the thoughts for this game. I think we all lean. Do you lean Bengals too? I lean pretty heavily with the Bengals as well. V, you think Bengals are getting the job done here?
Yeah, but team total, like Kobe said,
I like
don't
that.
fuck around with that.
Don't mess with that defense.
Just to watch the Cowboys score a meaningless touchdown to lose by 2 with 30 seconds left.
All right. Good shit. Well, there you go, guys. That's the. I'll leave this up on the screen while we cook. This is our BETSPRESSO 4 that we are going to put together today. And as a reminder, if we hit our parlay today, which we've been cooking, 25% of the proceeds will go to Toys for Tots. So let's press the right buttons, lads. I think we got to start with this Bengals team total. Shaggy likes it. You like it. I like it. V likes it.
Yeah,
Chat maybe likes it. I don't know.
I'm down for that.
Can I get an opinion on Minnesota over? Give me a minute.
Yeah, have a gander at that.
Give me a minute, AP.
There we go.
Number 140. Minnesota super slow. Indiana literally a jackrabbit. I'm looking.
As a 40-year-old Dallas fan, I already know how this game was going to go. Damn. Brian was.
Does that mean?
At least your 20s were fun. Bad Bree Union.
Does that mean that you think that this game is just going to be a mollywhopping, or are you saying that
Dog walk, as the kids would say?
A dog walk? Yeah, exactly. All right, I've got the
DeMar in this one too. Just to say it before we sign off, I think that him, but more than that, sorry, T. Higgins.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, he's been an insane 10 plus targets in almost every single game since he's been back outside the first one, and I think maybe the last one. But he has been a target heavy player. He's only played, I think, 10 games, like 2 less games than everybody else, but he clears everyone besides Jamar Chase on this team in target share, and it's not even close. The other thing I'd like to say is the fact that when you have Jamar Chase on the opposite side of you, you are going to continuously see single coverage and watch the safeties help to the other side of the field time and time again. And that's why we see T. Higgins get this target share he does and why Joe Burrow leans on him so heavily. He wants that dude to get paid this offseason and not have to be fucking around with anything like that. You got to keep these guys together. And I think that T is another great spot today.
I didn't want to give 3 props in this game, but that is the third. I like T. Higgins receiving yards. I like that a lot. I bet that too. All right.
Honestly, AP, take Indiana's team total. I think that's a better play at 75 and a half.
There you go. Do you guys want? How about we do this? Why don't we do team total for the Bengals and Joe Burrow passing yards? How do you guys feel about that?
Where does that give us odds wise?
Well, we're gonna add other stuff from the basketball game. I just
meant like those two. Like, is it because they are
correlated.
correlated? I was just wondering if it's worth taking the team total as well.
Can we add Orioles to win the World Series? It'll juice up the odds.
And like Kobe said, if you're betting the Mets to win the World Series, say at plus 650.
You missed your window.
Call the number. Forget about the window. The window will reopen again after one Juan Soto fucking batting slump that lasts fucking 3 weeks. They lose like 40 games because that's how many games they play, and then you watch them go all the way to the World Series as a wild card team. You know what I mean? Like the odds will get better. Plus 650 is not the spot.
They were ninth or eighth highest. October 31st, they're now the third. They were like plus 4,000, plus 2,000. I forgot what I wrote.
Interesting.
That's a jump and a half.
That is a huge jump, dude. All right, so I'm getting Burrow.
He's on base. He's gonna help. He's keeping the inning alive. I don't understand the hate. He's literally on base more than any player in baseball.
All right, so we can take the over 27.5 for the Bengals team total and Burrow for 274.5 passing yards plus 178 V to answer your
That's
question.
solid.
That's okay. That's a good start. Anything in college basketball you want to throw in here, Colby, or do you not want to include any of it?
Throw the Indiana team total.
Just because you just lied.
Let it rock with AP.
Okay. Indiana, what's the team total?
It's like 75 and a half.
75.5. Okay.
It's a good number. They're quick.
Like
Minnesota on the road doesn't have a defense.
I like that. Okay. And then V, let's decide on this NBA. Or I guess, Colby, from all the NBA, did you listen to us or were you kind of zoned out when we were talking?
Give me
NBA?
Scotty Barnes.
Barnes?
All right.
Yeah. We can do the TD if you want. I'm just talking.
We can do a lotto today for the vibes. But yeah, let's do it. Are you down with the RA, V?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Scotty, 16.5. That's
Ooh,
nice.
Can we end the show and give this to Greg Peterson?
You mean Greg
G-Unit?
Peterson?
G-Unit?
Oh, we can raid G-Unit.
Yeah, grade G-Unit.
When we finish, for sure.
Do you want to add RJ20 in there?
We already got 4 legs and it's plus 906.
Ooh, okay.
Let's ladder RJ for the lotto.
Let's do that.
All right, so 27.5 team total for the Bengals. Joe Burrow over 274.5 passing yards. Over 75.5 Indiana team total in college basketball. And then Scotty Barnes over 16.5 rebounds and assists. Actually just bumped. Plus 906 for the vibes. That's the BETSPRESSO 4. If you'd like to tail, we will be posting it on the timeline. And as I said, 25% if we smack will go to Toys for Tots. All right, let's take a lotto, and then we'll get out of here and we'll raid G-Unit. V, do you know how to raid on Twitch? Can you do that?
I don't.
Oh, fuck.
I'm looking at Twitch. I think he's just live on Twitter. What?
Oh. Well, then we can't raid.
That doesn't make any sense.
Can't raid him on Twitch then. What is your question, Rowdy? I'll answer Rowdy's question, and then we will cook a lotto and get out of here. Total 8 rebounds. Josh Hart to at least get 10 points. I think both of those things should definitely have life for sure.
Yeah.
If this game is as good as we think it's going to be, then it definitely should. All right, Barnes triple double. So you want to go? RJ for 25? V?
Yeah.
It says Twitch on his tweet. So
You don't see him on Twitch.
We can also ladder Ferguson.
Yeah.
To
Or could take his touchdown.
Sorry.
I'll
send it to you guys.
Let me just look at one.
What do you think? Or we ladder one of the receivers. One of these receivers is going bananas, man.
Right with you. Go T.
T?
Go
We
T.
we can go T.
We can go T or we can go Ferguson for a touchdown. I mean, you already bet it straight, V, but
I like it for the late too. I think he's gonna have a good game today.
plus 270 for a tutty.
Yeah, let's do it. Plus 270.
Okay. RJ Barrett, 25 points. Scotty Barnes, triple-double. Jake Ferguson for a touchdown, plus 40.75. That'll do. A cup of coffee or a gumball, however you like it.
I found the link. I'll send it to you guys.
Is this for, what's his face? For
G-Unit, yeah.
All right, let me figure this out. While you guys are...
Bang! I found him. Let's go. G-Unit.
All right. Are I still signed on? Yeah. All right, give me a second here, chat. Chat, we appreciate you guys stopping by today. If this is your first time hanging out with us on BETSPRESSO,
Chewy's telling you how to do it.
oh, I can't.
What a sweet angel.
I'm not looking at the chat. I know. Actually, I do know how to do it. I didn't want to have to log into Twitch, but I got it. I think. Yeah. Where is it?
Chew, thank you.
Make sure you guys let G-Unit know.
Betting news.
We're networking. Come on, we're networking.
Colby, do that with your hands again, please.
Networking. Networking. Hey, Brad Evans on air would always go correlate, synergize, bring it all together, and he'd be like this because he was holding a piece of paper, so it'd be like this.
All right. Wait, hang on. Actually, Chewy is literally telling me how to do it.
It is Chew. We both get the win this time.
Okay. We appreciate you guys stopping by today. Thanks for stopping in for your afternoon BETSPRESSO on the channel. We will post the BETSPRESSO 4, which you guys can ride out with us. Hopefully 25% more for the tots. If this is your first time tapping in, thanks for being here right here on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Twitter. Go follow my dog, Colby Marcio. Go follow Vsauce. Go follow myself at Betting News, or at Sweatpants Jesus. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News. Big thanks to our sponsors today at sportsbetting.ag. Go check them out on Twitter as well. And go check out bettingnews.com for free sports betting info every single day. We'll be back tomorrow with a double dip for you guys. These two lads will be live tomorrow for Up Your Units, and then directly following that, we'll be live for Puckett, talking all about the stick and puck in the NHL tomorrow. Happy early birthday to Mr. Colby Marcio. Drop a dub in the chat for Mr. Marcio.
Now go give G-Unit some love.
Let's go give G-Unit some love. What is his Twitch handle? You said you just
I
sent
texted it
right?
to you. Yeah. It's Greg Peterson
Greg
Sports.
Peterson Sports. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's
go
also
let
Joe Burrow's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday too.
Go let G-Unit know where you guys came from. Tell him that Betting News to the moon, and we love him. Or
We
whatever.
love
I'm Colby sent ya from Betting News.
I love G-Unit.
Okay. You guys ready, chat? Go tell G-Unit how awesome he is. Go learn a shit ton about college basketball. We appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday. We will catch you guys tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop him a dub, chat.
Those are wondering, what's the best way to be able to support all the work that you do? Just leave a follow and tune in on some of these streams from time to time. That's all that you need to do. I always like to be able to keep things free and all.
Did the raid work?
Just good in general.
I'm still looking at our screen.
Be able to do so because if you guys
There we go.
People in the chat are saying it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work. I think it did now.
It went through. It went through.
I think it did now.
battle. But we do have 3 games that are going to be coming up in the next 25 minutes. Typically, I start this up more in the neighborhood of about. We start this more around about like.
Do we end our stream now?
6:50 p.m. Eastern time. Did want to just start this up a little bit earlier, and it appears as though Betting News is going to be giving us a rate of 25. So you guys have been sent by Colby. Really do appreciate it, guys.
Sent by Colby.
We've got a lot of follows that are coming in. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Book of Chew, you just gave a follow. It looks like my SF guy just gave a follow. Kaiser, I am Kev. We're trying to keep up with